Hello everybody, it's February 1st. I've been driving around today trying to find a Christian bookstore. And let me tell you something, for a town that has supposedly, well, they say Mississippi has the most churches in the state. Well, Columbus, Mississippi here, I see a lot of churches everywhere. But they don't even they had one Christian bookstore here, and it's closed. It's not what it used to be. And even Prosperity, it's reached all the churches. I mean, I think that's the great falling away. Because when people are all about prosperity and they're not teaching the Word of God. Somebody asked me to read Psalms 121. And you know who you are. And wanted to let you know I got your card, and I am going to read Psalms 121 for you right now. I went to go look at it, and I went, wow, that's a short Psalms. Very short. But anyhow, I was trying to, from my back window, I wanted to see if I can get something printed out saying the day of the Lord is at hand. And, you know, even for a place that does stuff like that, it's like 52 miles from here. And then they don't even have time. They say that they're busy with other stuff. And so, I don't know. You know, then they want me to send them a photo and the image. But that's what I was trying to do. Go to a bookstore or get into a Christian bookstore to get that image. Because it has to be in my photos for them to print it out. And I don't know how to download it off this phone into my photos. I can't. So I was hoping to find a Christian bookstore that would help me. But that's what I'm doing right now, trying to get something like that done. And because I want to, you know, at least put it on the back of the truck, you know, on that window. It's a big window back there. Something, you know, just to be reaching people. I hate to see so many people not seeing, you know. The guy said to do just my rear window and my two side windows on both sides would cost me a few $100, about $250, he said. And that's with them installing it. You know, so I'm looking at doing just that rear window, you know. Because I figure, you know what, if I can get people's attention, get people seeing it, looking, thinking, you know, open their mind, get them thinking, and who knows, you know. But let me read Psalms 121. I just hate to see so many people, they just don't see it. And it's hard to believe this many people don't see it, the times that we are in. And I noticed it a few years ago, several years ago actually, about almost 4 years ago is when my eyes were wide open. But in 2001, when the Twin Towers were attacked, that's when I came out into my kitchen and I killed a baby snake in front of the coffee pot. Killed it, threw it out. The very next morning, there was another identical snake, like a twin, sitting there in the exact same spot, the exact same size, and it felt like deja vu. And I killed it, threw it out. And that's when the Twin Towers were knocked down. Then two snakes, identical, looked identical. You know, there were signs. That's why I say there's signs all around us, man. That's why it's so important that we watch. Remember what Jesus said? Watch. He didn't say let people lead you in and tell you what to watch. He said for you to watch. People don't need to tell you. There's signs out in front of us. You'll see them. I don't have to tell you what it is that you're going to see, because you'll see them. And you'll know it's the Lord telling you what's happening. Or the holy angels, they're around us telling us things, okay? That's why Jesus said, watch. Did he not say that? He said, watch. Okay? He didn't say to follow the world. He said to come out of the world. Okay? Come out of it. You know, because it's about to be destroyed. Okay? And he's reaching out to you. Each and every one of us, he's reaching out to us. And that's my message, is for you guys to depend on him. Not me, not anybody else out there. Trust in him in what he says in here. When he says watch. Trust me, man. When I started watching, opening my eyes, and I no more television, I don't get into the worldly stuff. I don't follow the worldly stuff. My football coach tried to offer me a job, okay, in Tampa Bay Lightning Stadium, okay? It's all of the world, okay? I left it to do what I'm doing now. It's important. God bless each and every one of you. I also want to let you know I appreciate what you did. I'm going to go down and get me some data for my phone, and that helps more than you know. That's going to give me like about 6 gigabytes of data, and that's, you know, that'll do a lot, probably about 7 or 8 videos. That's a lot, but I appreciate that very, very much. God bless you. Here we go. Help from the Lord. Psalms 121. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. We will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. This is true too. The Lord is my keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. That's a beautiful Psalms. Beautiful. You know, and I mean, even me looking at doing those things on the windows on the truck, I wouldn't be able to think about it if you guys weren't reaching out helping me. And I'm still looking at getting it done. I'm going to try to get it done. I could just do the rear window right now, and you know, later maybe I can get the 2 side windows, you know. Hey, it reaches out, you know what I mean? You see the wrap I have on my truck? If I could, I'd wrap my whole truck. I'd do my whole truck like I did when I was in business. But just doing the windows on the 2 sides and the rear is a big thing, because trust me, it'll get people looking. And if we can get people looking, you know, I mean, we already know it's certain, everybody that's going to be there, because it's written in the Word of God. And I just wish it was more than that, you know. I mean, because you guys, I seen when I went there to get my feet cleaned, and that's what's going to happen, because he wouldn't have showed it to me otherwise. And I told you, I was playing like a kid, and he was walking me through these big, huge doors, man. Huge, thick doors, huge. And he was pushing them open like they were with these. And me, I was jumping off the stairs and stuff playing while he was walking one way. We came down some stairs, and I jumped off these other stairs, sliding. The floors were like, they looked like dark, but they were real shiny. And real shiny. But anyhow, that's why I wanted to share Lexi's dream with you guys, because she even describes it, how the floors were like real shiny, and not like gold looking though. But when I got in there to get my feet cleaned, I took off my socks, and I had white socks on, and when I took off my socks, I went and I sat down. That's what really surprised me, because there was row after row after row, and then the aisle that I walked down, there was more of them like that, row after row after row, as far as the eye could see, and there was few people in there. I mean, he had this place built for, I mean, just untold amounts of people, you know. We don't have any idea how big his kingdom is. It's never ending, I can tell you that. It could go on and on and on and on and on for eternity, and it'll continue to grow, because that's our God. He's big, he's powerful, he's almighty, he's never ending. And his kingdom will never end. It'll never end. That's why he says he has work for those when he comes and he finds them doing his work. You know, he's looking for people. It's not just me. It's you. It's everybody that's out there. You know, that's how important it is. And also, he said to come out of it, to come out of it. And that means these games, okay? Don't be looking for signs in there. I had a dream about that too. The Lord will show you signs. He'll point them out. Somebody just said a minute ago how they were driving, they just seen the Hardy Street. See, they were thinking about me, my last name Hardy. But the Lord will put signs out there. He'll put them in your mind, and you'll see them and you'll hear them. And that's when you'll start feeling his presence. And we need to be growing towards him, not what's in the world. And if you're focused on what's in the world, it's going to take you away from him. Okay? Don't do that. Don't let that happen. Trust me what I'm saying. Okay? But trust in Jesus. And I'm telling you, the more you grow in him, the more you'll start to see and hear. And then you'll be able to look at what's going on in the world. And you're going to be saying, I ain't going there. And I ain't going there either. Because you'll know who it is that's trying to deceive you. And sadly, a lot of the churches are there today. You know, and that prosperity, you know. Gee, what did Jesus say? The Son of Man has no place to rest his head. Jesus came here for what? To overcome what was in the world. This is to see how worthy we are. Worthy of what? His kingdom. And people are failing miserably here. They're failing miserably. Very miserably. Let me tell you something. When the Lord comes, this is where I'll be. You know, I said it before, I'll say it again. It'd be nice if it was a bigger truck, I had a bigger front seat to sleep in, but this is where I'll be, you know? I ain't looking to have a house or an apartment or nothing, man. I'm waiting on his coming right now. It's close. It's very close. I shared you those pictures, and I'll probably do another video again after a while, but I just wanted to get that Psalms out there because somebody sent that to me. I didn't even see what the psalm said. I just figured I'd let them know that I got it because they asked me to do that. And I'll provide information in the description box like I always do. It's always going to be in there. And videos included. But like I said, when I was in there having my feet cleaned and those floors looked like dark, but they were shiny. When I went to go pick up my socks, because he said, come on, let's go. I went to go pick up my socks, and they were gold on the bottom. Bright gold, okay? Even though the floors looked like dark that I was walking on, but shiny, my socks looked bright gold. You know, and I thought they were somebody else's socks because I knew mine were white. But then when I woke up, I said, the floors I was walking on were gold. That's what that was. You know, they don't look gold when you're walking on them. But I guess what rubs off on the white socks looks like it's gold. I can't explain it other than that. Probably somebody that works with gold jewelry would know something more about that than I do. But God bless you guys, and please check the description box. And when I get a chance, I'll do another video here. But right now I'm trying to find a picture of the day of the Lord to put on the back of that window back there. I'd like to get it on all sides, all the way around, you know, and trying to figure this out, because I know we don't have much time, and I'd like to see a lot more of it. But you know what? There's few of us. There's not many of us. When I was up there getting my feet cleaned, I didn't see a lot of people in there. Didn't see them. There were some people there on some... But there was so much space, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And he basically... And I seen another dream in a river where people were throwing rocks at us, and everybody, it was billions of people all going in the same direction, just like you see what's going on out here now. And then, as they were throwing rocks, I went off to the left in the river, and there was a couple of us over there. That's it. Just a couple. 3, 4... With me, 5, that's 5, maybe. What, 5 Ys? You notice how we were talking about the number 5 all the time? Huh? You know what he told me about those stamps in the post office? I just left there. Notice May, it's the 5th month. 777. the 5, the V. All right? Who's going to make it? The 5 Ys. See, 5 is a popular number, isn't it? 5. So you guys see? The signs are all around us. All we have to do is watch. Okay? Not what's in the world. The Lord will provide us the signs that we need, and nobody's going to tell them to you. He will. And you'll know that it came from Him, not from man. Trust me. Trust me. Have trust in Him. Have faith in Him. And I'm telling you, you'll see it. I ain't lying to you neither. I ain't lying to you. And you guys are separated, so trust me when I say this. Start doing this, and you're going to start seeing it. You will see it. Guarantee it. God bless each and every one of you, and please check the description box.